workers unionizing their services.
They say that you don't love me.
From the oldest park in baseball, MLB The Show comes your way from Fenway Park in Boston. Today we've got a contest out of the American League East between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. Red Sox baseball is next. Nate Eovaldi, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Now to the plate, here is George Springer, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. In there, and it's 0-1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Matty, Kevin Biggio is a guy to watch for me. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Marcus Semien is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Ball 2, mano-a-mano against Nate Eovaldi. He's got a 3-for-7 line. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and it's off the green monster. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Batting average down in the low 210s. 3 homers and 5 driven in. In the dirt. Throw goes to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
1-1, here it comes. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Runner tags from third as the catch is made out in front of the monster. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit hard to short. Gonzalez is there. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
That is it. The shortstop.
As we take another look at this in slow motion, you can see that the first baseman makes a great effort to scoop it out of the dirt. Almost had it, but it squirts out of the pocket, and the man's on board with a throwing error.
At the plate, Bo Bichette as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that's through for a hit.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need exactly what happened right there.
Randall Grichuk.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 5 homers and a dozen RBIs. Strike 2 up in the zone. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
Ready with the 1-2. In the dirt here. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Still even at 2-2. Hernandez on second. Bichette on at first with 2 down. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game.
You always want to spot your pitcher a run or two early on, so he has a little bit of wiggle room. But that double, they're up 3-0 and absolutely cruising. If this guy on the mound doesn't find a way to get some outs, he's going to be heading to the showers before some of the fans are even in their seats.
Kevin Biggio stepping up now as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll enter play here at 323. 4 home runs and 6 RBIs. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
High and wide. 2 balls and a strike.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Pitch to the plate is a splitter that misses, so he's behind in the count now, 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Ball 4.
Wow, he's looking awfully shaky to start this game, guys. That's 3 hits and a walk, and there's no doubt that he's fighting himself right now. See if he can get this train back on the rails here.
So the next to bat will be Lourdes Gurriel. And now the Blue Jays look to put some more across the plate in this opening frame. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Mano-a-mano against Nate Eovaldi. He's got a 3-for-5 line. A ball and 2 strikes now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and a couple of men left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Toronto leads this one 3-0. Anthony Kay will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Xander.
Now the pitch. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Matty, you weren't kidding. 1-run affair yesterday. Not easy as a visiting team to come in and complete a sweep. I don't care if it's 2, 3, or 4.
No question about it, Dero. You win the first game, even though it was a nail-biter. On the road, it's always tough. This is where you have to get greedy and think sweep right from the first inning.
Sent in the air out to straightaway Central. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I think Bobby Dahlbeck is a guy we really need to focus in on. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just...
A swing by Martinez, and this is driven to left. And a reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half-gainer to try to flag it down. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
The third baseman,
Rafael Devers, the next to bat. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. 2 men are in scoring position for him, so he'll look to make this a 1-run game with a base hit here. Kay isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metric.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
Batting 6.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Springer has a read on it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. On to the second inning now from Fenway Park. The Jays are out in front, 3-0. Second inning set to go, and now it'll be the catcher, Danny Jansen.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
On the ground to the left side. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, George Springer. He's set and the pitch.
Well, this second inning is not starting out any better than the first was. He just might not have it in this one.
Jansen aboard here at first with nobody out. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
From the belt, the pitch. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
The boy still breathing and he's still alive. What's the little child's destiny? He's trying to survive. He's always living by his visions that people don't see.
To the plate now, Marcus Semien, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Here comes the 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
So 2 down and a runner at first, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. Has a look, now the pitch. A fastball here, too low. It's 1-0. 2 out with the man at first. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1. Lifted in the air to center field. On the run is Verdugo. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Toronto, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Leading off the inning, it'll be Bobby Dahlbeck. They'll look to spark the offense and even things up.
First baseman, Bobby.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 coming. Hard hit ball to second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Batting eight.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And can we focus on George Springer, one of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport? He will leave his feet. He's got a cannon for an arm, not afraid to dive in and say hi to the fans if a ball's going near there, too. Do not test this guy's arm.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Oh, that's it.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Swing and a liner. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Batting 9. The catcher.
Now to the plate, Christian Vasquez will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
0-1.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. One and 2 to the Red Sox catcher. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Jansen finds it, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off to the future.
Top of the third set to get underway, and striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Lays off the split finger that time. 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
And right into the shift, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Verdugo waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. Next to bat for Toronto, Bo Bichette. He collected a base hit his first time up. Now the pitch. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Now batting. The center fielder.
Here's Randall Grichuk. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate.
AB, he battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that pitches. You'll swing at the rosin bag. Took a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sight.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. But they lead it 3-0. Bottom of the third now, and striding forward the designated hitter, Xander Bogaerts.
The designated hitter.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. As he puts it away, no problem for the first out. One gone here in the Boston third, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. Verdugo, a former Dodger, he was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Left field.
J.D. Martinez is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Now it'll be Kevin Biggio. Worked a walk his first time up.
Third baseman, number 8, Kevin Biggio.
Pitch on the way. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. He's around first, heading for 2. And the Jays are in business now. It's a leadoff double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. So now to the plate, Lourdes Gurriel as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through into center field, base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Dan, back-to-back pitches, double, then single, ambush tactics.
Boy, I tell you what, they're swinging the bats early. You have a double, then an RBI single to drive them in. Potential for a real big inning here.
Up next is Danny Jansen as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Jansen, a 25-year-old. He was a 16th round selection back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Gurriel gets his lead at first, nobody out. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
Jammed him there as this is rolled out to short. There's one. On to first, and they get them both.
The right fielder.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, George Springer. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 0-1. Ball 1. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. All even now, 2-2. Bat explodes as this is popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Blue Jays on top, 4-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next, the dangerous power threat, Rafael Devers.
Third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. Devers, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Rafael Devers becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's a swing and a ground ball, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Kike Hernandez stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Shin high. That's taken for a ball.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
2-1 now. This is on the ground over to first. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Red Sox go down quietly. They trail here 4-0. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And that'll bring in the second baseman, Marcus Semien. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Back goes Martinez. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting.
Up next, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. High in the air out to center field. Verdugo waits on it. And that's the second out of the inning. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. First delivery to him. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this pitcher.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the fifth after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Matt Andrees takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Bo Bichette is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Blue Jays held in check, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney. That'll bring up Bobby Dahlbeck. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base paths if they can get somebody on.
To 1-2 now. Left side. Scooped up. And there's one down now. Digging in, the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Count now a ball and a strike. Gonzalez stands 6'1" and hits from both sides of the plate. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Christian Vasquez will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Gurriel is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better two-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in. He kept his hands inside the baseball and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Tried to get that one airborne, but it's 1-2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count.
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the inning. Boston strands a couple. They're down 4-0. So now to the plate, Rendell Grichuk has faced Matt Andriese previously. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Therefore, it is Martinez, and that's the first out. So stepping in is Cavan Biggio. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. Lays off 2-2 now.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Lofted in the air out toward right center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes, Dan.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
In now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. This one's down to third. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1 away now.
Now batting, number 9.
Stepping in now, Danny Jansen, as he sends it on the ground to first. The throw pulls him off the bag.
The right fielder, number 4.
George Springer the next to hit. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's set. Here it comes. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. Puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. 1 run is scored. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. Throw won't get him.
when you mess with the bull, you expect to get the horns, right? Bases loaded, and they challenge him, which is obviously a huge mistake, and he nearly blasts a grand slam. Lucky for them, it's only a double, so 3 runs come across the score, and he stands at second, 3 RBIs richer.
Nick Pivetta gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box now, Marcus Semien. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Now batting.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Pivetta, a Canadian native. He was a 4th-round selection back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in 1 inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
Hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Red Sox nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and coming forward the veteran outfielder J.D. Martinez.
The left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
First pitch on the way.
No, that's down.
The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Grounded to short. And there's 1 away.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Here now is Rafael Devers, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. That evens it up 1-1. No runs, 5 hits, and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And there's out number 2. Two men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I gotta believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order. And now in the box, Bo Bichette. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. Renfroe has it, and it's a quick out number 1. So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th. And the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. Renfroe has to come in from the next area code to put this one away. Wow.
The third baseman.
Next, here is Kevin Biggio, singled in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Back goes Martinez, and it bangs off the monster. And he is into second base with a double, his third hit this afternoon.
Wow, when you're swinging the bat like he is, you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more ABs. That's his third hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
Standing in now, Lourdes Gurriel, hit in the air down the right field line. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. So they can't make anything out of the two-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Julian Merriweather will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the seventh. Now the first pitch. Kike Hernandez is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
When you play in this park where the fences are shorter, this is going to happen more often than any other ballparks.
And a little behind on the fastball there as he pokes it foul at strike one. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Hernandez leads off second with nobody out. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Hard hit ball to second. Simeon's there, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Into the box, Marwin Gonzalez singled last time up. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal, so there'll be runners at the corners with one gone. Christian Vasquez is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit. Now the first pitch. Xander Bogaerts stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. David Phelps takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field, base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
A little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Behind 0-2 now. Fouled away. Vasquez over at second. Verdugo at first. 2 out in the inning. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 8th inning coming up. The Jays lead it 8-2. Ready to begin the 8th, and next to hit is the catcher, Danny Jansen.
Number 9.
Now here's the first offering. Lifted in the air out to center field. Verdugo waits on it. 1 away.
right field.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go George Springer. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. First pitch on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. On his way to second is Springer. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
At the plate, Marcus Semien, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Left field and deep. Back goes Martinez, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. To second now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. 2 well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
Ryan Brazier comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. To the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Count still at 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Verdugo waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Striding forward now is the DH, Teoscar Hernandez. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ball 1. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw to first ends the inning. On 2 hits here for Toronto. A.J. Cole is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Leading off,
Rafael Devers is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning 1-0.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
2 balls and a strike now. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Springer on the run. He's there and records the first out.
The right fielder,
Now at the
10.
plate is Hunter Renfroe. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hitting change of speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Hunter Renfroe becomes out number 2 this inning. Kike Hernandez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. In there, strike 2.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Hernandez behind the ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. So now to the plate, Bobby Dahlbeck.
The first baseman, Bobby
Guerrero has room in foul territory, and that retires the side. Red Sox leave 1. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Darwinzon Hernandez enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
number 63, Darwinzon.
Seared down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So next to hit is Randall Grichuk. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. First pitch on its way. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. One and one the count now. Here's the pitch. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
And that is what you're going to get when you've got a flamethrower coming out of the bullpen. And when you're late on a fastball and you make contact below the label, all of a sudden, you're holding some new firewood.
Stepping in now, Kevin Biggio. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Looks like he's pitching pretty cautiously right here, but that happens when a guy's 3 for 3 on the day. Usually he's a guy you challenge a little bit more, but I guess he's earned some respect in this one.
Fouled off. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Talk about stopping the bleeding right here. This guy has come in and just executed everything he's wanted to against this offense. Nice to settle the...
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Jays are out in front, 9-2. Ryan Barucki will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. And stepping in, Marwin Gonzalez, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Hits this one hard the other way. Throw on to first, and now the Red Sox are down to their final out.
The batter, number 2.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Boy, another base hit, and hopefully not another stranded runner, Mark.
Yeah, I can't tell you how frustrating it is for the offensive team not to be able to pick their pitcher up. A lot of traffic on the board. Somebody's got to come through.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side, and that's in there. Base hit.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero? This pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here, right here, and bust through in this one.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. That makes it a 9-3 ball game. And now, Rafael Devers. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
So 1-1 home. Line drive to left. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. Oh, and it's over his head. And he will make it up to second as he advances on the throwing miscue. My goodness. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Kirby Yates will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone. Kike Hernandez is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Behind 0-2 now. Martinez, the runner at third. Devers at second. Renfroe on at first with 2 down. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. Toronto jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Anthony Kay earns his first win of the season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 9 runs on 13 hits, 1 error.